Cosmic light, cosmic light, cosmic light to you, cosmic light to you. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are rising. Your consciousness is rising moment by moment, minute by minute, second by second, like moment by moment, actually. I actually want to talk about zodiac signs, star signs, because this is the thing that most people think they understand, but then they don't understand because of lack of insufficient research in a way. But then I'd like to share some light in this video. The purpose is to enlighten. So I encourage you to do more research as I'll keep on share information, like knowledge that's not being talked about most often by those who know. People are afraid of sharing this kind of knowledge because of being afraid of like I don't know how to call this, but then being afraid of going against the system in a way, because when you share this kind of information, it's like you're going against the system. Excuse me. So zodiac signs, many people when they do like their research about zodiac signs, they just use Google just to search on zodiac signs or star signs in a way. Or like for instance, it's November now, somebody would say November star sign to search on Google search. And then what you actually need to know is Google, your internet, actually, not just Google. The internet is in favor, like it's favorable to the northern hemisphere people in a way. The northern hemisphere, a lot of information that's on the internet, it's favored in a way that when you search, it always give out results that matches, especially information that matches for those who are in the northern hemisphere, not specifically the southern hemisphere, especially about star signs, zodiac signs. A lot of people, when they search, I know they just go to Google or internet to say November star sign or whatever month star sign, and then they will appear the star sign and the dates. You need to actually research more. Why? Like, you need to be curious. As a human being, you need to be curious. Curiosity. Be curious about everything. As soon as you search your star sign or your zodiac sign on the Google, it will show you dates and some information about the star sign and the name of the star sign or zodiac sign. So the issue is many people just go and grab that information and end up bragging, sort of like enjoy or get into excitement about the information that they get on Google. But the thing is, you need to understand. You need to understand what you are actually putting out to other people, because as soon as you grab that information on Google or internet and share it with the others as well, if it's misinformation, the struggle continues in a way. The struggle continues because a lot of people will grab misinformation. So star signs. Before I get to star signs, let me highlight actually about the African calendar. An African calendar, actually, it's not necessarily an African calendar, but then we'll say an African calendar because this is the basis, the mother that gave birth to all other calendars that are all over the world, because humanity started here in the south, Kemet, Africa. In the south, yes, especially here in the south, that's where humanity started. In Mpumalanga, in Zaloyelanga, that's where things started. Like, that's where knowledge began in a way. That's where like humanity started. here in the south. If you are in the south, in the southern Africa, especially in South Africa, you must be very fortunate to be born onto and to be living in this precious country, this land, the motherland, the land of the mysteries. This land, as you can see right now, like it's like we are in the age they call Aquarius in Kaskhoa. But then in Kemet philosophy, it's the age of Ma'at, balance and order. Aquarius, like it's the age of Aquarius. Everything now, like it's just Aquarius, aqua. When you think of aqua, it's water, right? Yes. And then water, you need to know that water it works as in like a source of information. That's what you need to know. You actually know that, but then think deep about it. Water is a source of information. So hence we are in the age of Aquarius. It's the age of information. So let me break down this word, information. Are you in for motion? That's what you should ask yourself. I'm asking you as well. Are you in for motion? Because that information is actually in for motion. Motion, constantly moving, constantly improving. Are you in for motion? So that's the question I'm asking you on this video. Are you in for motion? Because we are in the age of information. Information. We are in the age of motion. Motion about what? Consciousness. Higher consciousnesses. The higher consciousnesses is on the high. It's on the rise in a way. Many consciousness of people are rising. Consciousness of people all around the world are rising. And many people will start sharing, will come out sharing such information, such deep information. Many people, because of the age that we live in, like the energies just allow everything. It's the time for this. It's the time for this. It's the perfect time for this. Many of people who were sharing, who had this knowledge all along, they were sharing it, but then people were not listening. They were not listening, but then now it's the perfect time for those who want to listen. You must be very fortunate to hear this kind of knowledge. You must be very fortunate to be able in a way to listen, to give yourself time and process this information and also do your research, because this is the perfect age. We are in the beginning of the age of Aquarius, Ma'at, Aquarius, like it's a see-through. All the things that were thought were hidden, those who thought hid things from others, from people, in a way, the humanity of earth, hearts, art. All that information now is being revealed in a way. But then the thing is, there's a lot of misinformation again. What you need to do as a human being, you need to process information by your own mind, because everything is in the mind. You basically know everything. I always say this to all those close friends that I'm always in conversation with, like, or everything is in the mind, and you probably have every answer of every question that you have. You see, when you grow up as a child, you ask so many questions. Why is it that so? Because when you are a child, in a way, when you are a child, you are still connected into the spiritual world in a way. Hence, some answers when you give them, you amaze people. Some answers when you give them, they say this child is crazy. This kid is crazy. And it's not like that. It's just the kid being connected to the spiritual world, not yet programmed into this physical world, because we are being programmed to be tied up into this physical world and forget about our spiritual abilities in a way. So zodiac signs, when you go outside at night, you see stars. All those stars have star formations. That's where you get your zodiacs, your star signs, star formations. Every day, we just cycle through them. Like there's actually a stellar calendar, what you call a stellar calendar. It's a calendar based on the stars, the movement of the stars. And it's not like like these stars are so many, but then they are grouped in a way on intelligently. They are grouped in a way like that formed what you call or star signs, zodiac signs. That's what actually they are in a way. And don't mind my English. My English is very broken. I'm gonna mix a little bit of my home language in a way, Sepedi. I'll also talk isiZulu when time goes. Yeah. Star signs, zodiac signs. When you go outside, you basically see that. Right now, you can actually go outside and see the most interesting star formations that I love. The Orion's belt. Just beside the Orion's belt, there's actually Taurus, the star sign Taurus. And then before that, in the early evening, there are stars like Scorpios and Sagittarius. That's when you can see those stars. These stars, star formations, group of stars, actually, zodiacs, star signs, what you call star signs, they are always on the move. Even when it's during the day, they are always on the move, on the move, on the move. Not like we are being obscured. Is it obscured? Re shira ke lesedi la letšatši or ska bona dinaledi tše dingwe tše. Like the light of the sun is too bright that we can't even see the stars that are in the sky during the day. But then we only get to see the stars clearly when it's at night. So one thing again, there are a lot of distractions. When you look into the sky, there are a lot of distractions because the first distraction is lights that we have nowadays. They block us, like, in a way, to see the real essence of the stars and understand them in a way, because these stars are not just in whitish or bluish or reddish colors. They actually are in a sort of like a color spectrum, like a rainbow. Some of them, they are like that, like they have many colors. Just as I think about our planet, I think it has a spectrum of colors, because here there are a lot of colors in this planet. But then the most dominant colors, it's green and blue. Green and blue. That's life. So zodiac signs, again, go make your own research. Go make your own research. I plead you, while it's still early, you need to learn to unlearn in a way. All the information that we've been fed in the past, most is misinformation. So go and relearn, unlearn and relearn. Like, go and relearn the information about your stars. This knowledge is even there, like in our own tribe languages. We even have names of the stars. Like, we have information. Unfortunately, the older people who kept this knowledge, some of them, they have passed on, they have ascended into other realms. We may call them Badimu now, Amadlozi, Amatonga, Mangiloi, and so forth. Unfortunately, they left us. Some of us, we didn't have the curiosity to ask so many questions to them. But then what I'd like to say to you is, go and research, learn to unlearn, because we've been fooled, we've been misinformed about about a lot of information. And another thing I'd like to highlight, I know when we grow up, even now, people are still saying this thing of, like, whenever you see something moving in the sky, like especially during the night, a light going through by, like, it's star, they say it's a shooting star. There's no such thing as a shooting star. A star doesn't shoot. A star only shrinks when its life cycle has ended, in a way, and it also blasts in a way. So a star, and a practical example, letšatši, the sun is a star. So this star, it's in our galaxy. It's in our galaxy as we make revolutions around. I mean, as the planets, we make revolutions around the star, the sun. As we make the revolutions, there are also stars there, even now in the skies. Like, there are stars. Those stars are actually like sisters and brothers of the sun, letšatši, in a way. What you see there, it's most similar to our sun in a way. But then most that you see in the sky, if you know your skies, there are actually planets as well. Planets that are in our galaxy in a way. That are in our galaxy. You can see these planets every night. Every night, yes. You can see these planets every night if you know about your skies. But then if you don't know yet, go learn about the skies. There's actually apps that even guide you to know the stars, to tour like the star, I mean the night skies in a way, the skies in a way, so that you can get to know more information about the stars. This information is not just about information. It's actually deep in a way. As you dwell in it, let me tell you something, there's no going back. Because when you indwell in it, like, the consciousness just rises, expands. It expands in a way. It expands, like, you expand to higher frequencies, like higher vibrational frequencies, like consciousnesses, higher consciousnesses. You start to ask yourself many questions. You start to see through into people who lie in a way, into lies that we've been told, lies that are still being told even nowadays as distractions to the human beings, humanity as a whole. But then go do your research. That I beg of you. I've never done this thing of begging people online, like, to especially do research. But then go and do research. Go and do research. Well, I think I'll end it here. I'll just end it here for today. Hopefully we'll see you again in another video. Cosmic light, and open your mind to higher consciousnesses. I vele say this, taming.